Catalyst is an executive leadership program for principals of public, private, and charter schools in the state of Texas. And the purpose of the program is really to develop leadership competencies and broaden leadership competencies in principals in the state to really lead their schools forward to become true 21st century learning organizations.
Catalyst is what it says. It's a stimulant. It's something that shakes people up and gives them a new perspective. And so it's really working with school principals to give them a jolt in terms of how life is different, expectations are different, the business world is different, and we need a different kind of school, a different kind of classroom, and a different kind of student.
I think we all know that the landscape, especially this year in Texas, is shifting. Funding is shifting, expectations are shifting, evaluation is shifting. What Catalyst is a real opportunity for those folks who say, this is a great opportunity for my school and ultimately for student achievement and performance at that campus level to increase.
What is school? How will it look 20 years from now? And what are we doing to initiate change today so that we're prepared for those changes? What strikes me as unique to the program thus far is the fact that we are a group of forward-thinking leaders who have a common interest in helping children prepare for the challenges of the future.
I can tell you that there are a lot of aha moments going on. Oh, this is why I'm not as effective with this group of teachers as I would like to be, or, you know, I really do need to shift my thinking and get more creative about my vision in my school. If that's a challenge that you're up for, if that's a challenge that you're excited about, if that's a challenge that you faced, then we're for you. And we'd love to have you.
A 21st century student to me is a student that's engaged, that's not just sitting, doing worksheets, doing paperwork, but yet they're using those skills that they're going to need in the workforce.
I wasn't convinced at first. I was kind of skeptical. I'm not a real technology savvy person, but I see the need for the students to incorporate technology since they're born with the cell phone in one hand and iPod in the other.
We realize as educators that we are facing rapid systemic changes. Being adventurers and being able to access information as opposed to just regurgitating facts.
Not learning and memorizing skills or dates. We can Google that now. That's what 21st century is. It's not just technology, but using the technology to further and teach kids how to deal with people that are different than they are and work together and develop the skills that they need, that they are ready to step into that workforce.
It convinced me that we have a need to change our education system to capture that ability that those students have to incorporate technology in our classrooms, to change how we're doing things, because we are losing too many students that are not being challenged.
For me, a way to frame my meetings a little more intelligently, to frame my conversations so that I keep the multiple individuals, which I already know I have, and I already knew that they were dynamic, but put them in that framework so that it would be beneficial to all of us, whether it's an individual conversation or a whole group.
What's excited me most about the program has been the actual networking with the other principals throughout the state. You know, we all have our certain unique issues, but it's being able to talk about them with different types of principals, male, female, different types of schools. I think that's been a really good part of the program, just being able to network, not only with our own network, but with other networks.
You know, there's been so many programs and focus on lower performing schools, lower performing students, and Catalyst looks at high performing. And so having a program where we build principal leaders based on high performance and what are high expectations and building that leadership capacity, a school is as good as a leadership.
As a new principal or relatively new principal, the challenges were even greater than I expected or knew that they were going to be. And I see the Catalyst as a way to help me really develop my own leadership capacity, I guess, first and foremost. It's time for change, I think, in education, just in general. And I think at the campus level, it's given me the tools that I need to be able to go back and make this change happen.
I go back and share with things I learned up here, and it's opened up a lot of things down there for my staff and my immediate administrative staff. It's something that I can use and utilize throughout the school.
The principal really is the key pivot point and the key leader at that campus. They're really, in many cases, the leader, the visionary, the key decision maker in a lot of things. Now we know change doesn't happen because one person wants change to happen. Their project within the context of this program is to go back and essentially drive that vision, drive that change, define how that new vision will impact kids in a tremendous way and make it happen on their campus. They are the pivot point for school change.